Well, good morning my YouTube friends, it's Margaret here from Emmy's Orchids, and Keith's been decorating, emulsioning the walls, and I've looked at some of the houseplants and some of the orchids, and there comes to a point where you've got to make a decision, and there's nothing there. These, I've got enough little kingianums. There's nothing there. This Phalaenopsis has got one leaf, one active root and one leaf. That's no good. This is Alatilio Santa Maria. That's got one leaf. That's got to go. And the biggest disappointment is my species Zygopetalum Mackay. But you win some and you lose some, and it's not the time of the year now, especially as we're moving towards winter, because this weekend we've predicted to have snow, and if not snow, we're having rain. Depends how high up you are. Probably we'll get rain here. So I have to wait till next year, and I'm desperate for either a Phalaenopsis or some kind of orchid. It just gives you, I don't know, it just fills a hole. But never mind. What I did do yesterday when we were tidying and sorting out is I decided to put all the Cymbidiums into this one big pot. I think there's two different types, because there's two different types of pseudobulbs. But I thought, well, they'll all go into this one pot. They're not going to do anything. I've got new growths here, you see, and here. But they're certainly not going to flower for a while. That's another new growth here. And I thought, well, these can go in this nice big pot. And believe it or not, they just stand here on top of the fridge. I have to turn it round a bit because we've got a leaf there. I must cut that leaf off, but never mind. So that's the Cymbidiums taken care of. I mean, you can see outside, well, you probably won't notice, but we've actually got ice on the water butts out there. I mean, that's one of the hanging baskets that's still hanging on. Excuse the pun. That's one of the Hoyas. This is the Amaryllis. That's doing nothing. I said to Keith, if that does nothing this year, I said that's not going to take up all this space. That's my Hoya carnosa, tricolour. I mean, we've got some pansies out there, but it's still, we're moving into winter now. I thought I'd just nip outside because this faces south and this is the rose that Keith cut down. But look, I mean, this shouldn't be doing this. We're going into winter. This one thinks it's spring. And we've got some, look, calendulas, and we've got all these lovely pansies. But it is cool, and if you go around the side, believe it or not, we've still got hanging baskets, but it's there's a lot of things now that are realising if I'm deciduous, I've got to drop my leaves now. I mean, we're very fortunate. We can stand at the living room window here and feel the warmth of the sun and see the pansies. There we go. So this is the area Keith's been decorating in the hallway, and he's put up a new radiator cover there, and we've got a little shelf here. There's some cactus just underneath, and there's a African violet and I can never think of it. Skeptoparpus, something like that. I've still got the adenium, a bobsum, just still got a flower on. But look here, this is where these are the cold growers, and got a bud there. That's I'm hoping it'll flower and not form a cakey. Here we go. This is Vetchana, and it's aborted one flowering stem. But look, we've got this one here. That's Bonplondii. This little one here is Ignea, and it's got those new growths. And that's the big one, Coriacia. So they get the warmth from the radiator, but it's also cold. The temperature's low enough, and they get that sun, that south-facing sun, that comes through that area. Right, so we're up on our bedroom windowsill, and this is Kingianum, which is this one. Oh no, this is Dendrobium berryoda. This is Kingianum, Dendrobium just Kingianum, in full sun. This is the Restrepia. That's Dendrobium Kingzip Red Splash. And this is my Dendrobium thysiflorum. Now if we look here, I was super excited. And I'm going to show you. And you see that little area there, where you see a little bump. That could be an emerging flower spike. Now these don't get moved. They still get water, but they don't get moved, and they stay here with this window open. And there you see, there's another little bump there. And so they'll stay here all winter, getting this south-facing aspect. So the weather station here shows that it's 9C outside, and it went down to 4C outside. Now at the moment we're 23.9. It can get up to 25, and we've got humidity of 56%, so I've put the humidifier on, and it's really warm in here. So I'm having to continue watering most things. I mean, I take them in turn, but they don't go any longer than every other day. They have to be watered and fed. So that's Leodora, the one that had crown knot, but it sent up these cakeys. You see there, that was the area it had crown knot. So I'm hoping now that these cakeys will produce blooms for me. I mean, we've got this one, I showed this yesterday, Yaphon Green Canary. See, it's still got one of those leaves. And we'll just have to plod along. The fan you can hear is the one that's elevated up on this pole in front of the window. Oh, I've moved this one here. I'll see Bermondsey Palm. I'll explain why in a minute. That is of course Coleogyne burfidiense, and that's the Orchids falcata. And that just tucked under there is Sidera japonica, and that got watered. And this is Maxillaria, and that's the other part of the Dendrobium delicatum. See? Look at the roots. Loves it. Some of the frags are back here. This is the this one here in the water. That one. And this one. I'm undecided at the moment. This might just get thrown because, you know, it's too desiccated. You have to make decisions whether you like them or not. And this one's still desiccated. Noble Thanta. But look, he's sending up another growth that actually appears stronger than that growth that's partially developed. So whether or not it'll abort that other one, I am not entirely sure. And if I step on my step here, I'm in full sun now. That's that new growth on the Cattleya Love Castle Carena. That's doing very well. Doing very well. This is the Laelia lobata. There we go. And that's got a new growth there. And I've got to water the Tolunias first. I have little sequences in which I do them. And this is of course Dusky Maid by RLC Bruce Randall. That's not produced any blooms yet. And this is good old faithful RLC Yen 24K. Still giving off a lovely fragrance. And look, all three now have opened. And this is Catasetum pileatum Yellow Giant. Look at that. If I step down, there we go, you see. I've not moved it. Just have to hope. I think it's secure enough there. And does it smell? No, it just smells like when you're shelling peas. But look, can you see the inside there? And then of course this one, Pink Empress, and actually there's a fragrance starting to come now, so I'm thrilled with that one. And I've checked them all this morning. That's Lemingii, that is the Psychopsis Mendelii. Oh, and I've put the Cattleya Pastoral Innocence. I mean, it looks a bit odd, doesn't it? But I needed to, it was too big, it was falling. So I put it on here, and of course that's the first new leaf. That hasn't got any damage on it. And then of course that's Cattleya persifoliana, and that one up there. This one was doing lovely. Just bring it down. And that's Brassocatleanthe Jarac Star. So, let's see. There you see? I could actually hang it there, because it's not in the way, and it'll get some of the sunlight. This is of course Pink Diamond, and whether that will ever bloom, I've no idea, but look, it's sending up a new growth, a new eye, and we showed you that yesterday. That's Cattleya Mendelii, and of course those are the Vandas. And these are some of the other Phalaenopsis. These are just some of the old, you know, supermarket ones. These are some of the Pathiopedilans. This one will need watering. I need to put this in another pot. Look at the roots. over there. This is my Hoya canosa, not Hoya, it's Hoya pubicalyx black dragon. That's just starting to give a new shoot. And two of the vandas are already in soak. I've got the humidifier on, and it's like a sauna in here, I can't tell you. There we go, you see? These, believe it or not, all these have to be watered about every 2 days. Because it's that warm in here. This is the Vanda falcata. And it's getting that warm that I have no alternative but to water them. And then, there we go. I mean, they're not in water retentive media, which I can't afford to have, because like I say, if our temperatures drop like they're going to do, then they just need to be flushed through and then quickly dry out. And you see all these little vandas have all got new growths coming, and I'm going to start and do the watering, and that's the Dendrobium goldsmithianum. I nearly killed, but look, it's coming back. It's coming back. There we go. I've got a leaf drop in there on that big phalaenopsis. Now that worries me, because it will only have one leaf left then, and I don't really know whether it can survive with one leaf. Anyway, I'm going to take my leave of you now, and these are some I've put in these little pots. These get the sun here, so at some point with that south facing window, the sun comes right across here, and the frags get it, and all these, well, up till there on the mounts, they get all the sunshine. And there we go. Even though I've got the grow light on there, and I've got the wand grow light on and the centre light on, you still have to bear in mind that the sunlight isn't always enough. So I'm going to take my leave of you, and enjoy your weekend, and I'll be back soon. Bye bye now.